Hello everybody, I'm Roadblock. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video, and I'm going to be talking about a lot of stuff, not just a free-to-play account, but let's kind of get into it. It's Monday, the week is starting over. First thing I want to talk about, though, is why I didn't stream today, why I won't be streaming tomorrow, and kind of just what's going on. So, today's stream was canceled because I have an appointment that I need to go to with my whole family, and that appointment requires me to bring some documentation. So we had that appointment today. This morning is when it was scheduled, and I went to the appointment and I forgot all of the documentation. So now we're doing that appointment tomorrow. Yay! So unfortunately, I'm missing 2 days of streaming now instead of one. I do apologize for that, guys. I know that a lot of you enjoy hanging out, being able to ask me questions directly and get an instant response and all that kind of stuff. So Wednesday, I cannot foresee any reason I won't be able to. I will be back streaming on Wednesday through Thursday and Friday. That's going to be at somewhere between 9 and 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. It's a little hit or miss, depending on how quickly I can get woken up. So, just wanted to fill you guys in about that. Also, my content has been slowing down a lot. I used to upload daily videos, and I've really kind of backed off of that, and I wanted to discuss that a little bit. So the main issue that I'm having is, well, I'm just going to be completely honest, I just haven't been playing Raid. It's been, I hate saying it because I feel like I'm always burnt out, right? I'm like, well, I'm a little burnt out, or whatever. But that's the reality. I haven't felt the desire to do anything in Raid. The closest thing I had to feeling desire in Raid was to do Fire Knight, right? And by the way, an update on my Fire Knight progression, I managed to get through stage 25, but when we try hard, I don't really have a team that can get through hard right now. And so then I have to level up the champion. Well, we could try this. I think I already tried this actually, and it wasn't enough. But I think the big problem is I don't have that ally attack, and unfortunately, Kreela, I don't want to build Kreela as an ally attack, and it's not that she's bad. She's just not as good as other ally attackers, and there are a lot of them in the game. At some point, I'm going to get one of them better ones, and I will look back on building Kreela and feel bad about it. So, because this is only 3 random allies, she could do this ally attack and not even use Newt, which would defeat the purpose in many different scenarios. So, I would much rather wait for a better one, even an epic one. I could get Farrakhan the Fat, right? Who ally attacks with all allies, I believe. Let's just double check that and make sure I'm not crazy. Barbarians, Farrakhan the Fat. Then all allies except this champion will attack one target enemy. I would rather have Farrakhan the Fat. And that's an epic than Kreela. Now, I'm not saying Kreela's bad. I'm really not. She is an ally attack if you're desperate for one, which I kind of am, admittedly. I would go for it. But honestly, for me, it's just there isn't enough here to justify leveling. And here's the kicker when it comes to leveling champions. It's not about the resources anymore. Like, I have the resources. The reason I'm not leveling champions is because it's the time commitment that's the problem. I don't want to invest the time right now because I'm just not having the level of enjoyment playing the game that I've had because I don't have anywhere to go to progress. I do want to progress Hydra on this account, but I'm just lacking that motivation to level my Mithrala, which is kind of a big key portion of the team. And There's probably a few other champs that I should consider leveling as well. You know, bringing more consistent healing and things like that. So yeah, I'm just a little burnt out, and I'm honestly not playing the game. I get on and I do my clan bosses every day. I haven't even been completing my daily quests. Now, the plan for this little raid break was to be the weekend. That was my plan. Hey, I'm gonna take a break over the weekend, and you can see I have both accounts up. I've been playing a little bit. I was doing arenas because I got D-ranked into Gold 4 at the end of I was Gold 5 to finish the season, but it D-ranks me into Gold 4 at the end of that. That's fine. So I'm using my arena battles and stuff, and I'm going to get my stuff done. So I'm back into the game. I took my little break over the weekend. I feel refreshed. I feel ready to play again. So that's the plan. Now, what I'm really, really waiting for is a new fusion that's going to give, or something that's going to incentivize me to play. And so what I'm talking about would be, obviously a fusion is a lot of incentive, but something along the lines of improving, like if they had a really good champion training tournament or a champion training event with really good affordable rewards, then okay, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna grind, I'm gonna push through and get Mithrala leveled and get other champions leveled, etc., etc., etc. This week, I think I'm only gonna get 6.6 million on Hydra. It takes a lot of work to manual it with the teams that I currently have, and I'm not interested in doing it, to be completely honest. So, yeah, I'm really kind of torn. I think a big part of it too is that the account got really good really quick, and now I basically jumped through the mid game, I would say, and I'm coming up on the end game, but I'm very weak for end game content, right? Newt can only do so much. He can only do so much. If you get a team around him, all the better. But if you don't have that support system around him, there are certain fights and areas where he can fall short. And that's no pun intended. And that's kind of where I'm at. That was such a dad joke, and I didn't even mean to do it, and I loved it. So, okay, but there's another thing I want to talk about, and I'm honestly kind of angry. I have a feeling the thumbnail is going to be like, I'm mad, and you're going to see me making this face, right? That's probably going to be the thumbnail of this video. Because I'm pretty upset about what was one of my favorite free-to-play events, which isn't meant to be a free-to-play event. And we've talked about this a bunch of times. Very, very early on this account, the summon pool rewarded me. Now, I don't remember if I got Geo from the summon pool or not, but I know I got Herndig from the summon pool. Now, I never built him. That's kind of a mistake on my end, if I'm being honest with you guys. But I loved this event because it was an opportunity to get a sacred shard and to pull it, right? There was no sense in not pulling it. So why do I call this a sacred shard? Well, it's 6% legendary, 94% epic. If we come over here, sorry, not there. If we come over here, 6% legendary, 94% epic, right? So it's a regular sacred shard, but with a focused roster of champions, and usually these are decent-ish champions. The epics, I'm not super thrilled about. I'm not, like, jumping, going crazy about. But the legendaries are pretty good, and any chance you have to get some pretty decent legendaries, I'm not gonna be upset at. I would be happy if I got Stultus. I would be happy if I got Mishinaki. I would be very, very happy if I got Feral. I would be happy if I got Ragash. Actually, I would be very, very happy if I got Mishinaki on the free-to-play, right? So I like this event, even though it's meant to entice people to spend, even though there is no mercy. By the way, I do not recommend spending any money for this event. I've done it. I regretted it. I still regret it to this day. Even though I got Archer Queen out of it, the amount of money I had to spend. You don't ever hear me talk about it because I'm usually recording when my wife's around. She doesn't watch my videos. It's fine. But I spent way more money than I should have to get Archer Queen. So, yeah, that was a big mistake on my part. And that's why I don't talk about it too much. She's not here right now, so I can say, like, okay, yeah, hey, I messed up. Thankfully, it was on a credit card. I'm just paying it off over time. That's why I'm not spending money in Raid anymore on my main account, because I'm paying off the debt of getting Archer Queen. But back talking about the free-to-play, right? On the free-to-play, do not spend, well, I don't spend any money, but I did like these events for a free-to-play account, and I've benefited from them. I got Herndig, right? I didn't build him. That was my own mistake. I think I've just always had better champions to build at the time to really push the account better. Not that he's bad. There's just other options, right? And you kind of get excited and want to build those. But what I do want to talk about is I'm very disappointed in this particular event. Now, it's 30 per summon, right? 30 crystals per summon. And we happen to have this awesome Sand Devil turn attack. Great. I love it. It's always Sand Devil turn attack at the top. 30 of those. Wait, what? They're not there. Now, I'm play acting right now. Obviously, I already knew that before I clicked on it. The rewards are not here. The prism crystals aren't here where they've always been. And I'm upset about that, because I used to look forward to running Sand Devil in order to go after those prism crystals. So then it raises the question, well, where are they? So you take a little bit of a deeper look and you say, oh, okay, Ice Golem tournament using only epic champions. Wasn't it recently that we just had an epic only and there were rewards at the end of that? In fact, I think it may have been prism rewards. I don't remember, but it was Fire Knight that we had to do. Either way, what you can do is you can come to Plarium Play, you can click on the calendar, and you can clearly see that the Ice Golem tournament will have prism crystals. The Soul Chase coming up right here. I don't know how that looks on camera if I'm blocking that. Yeah, so this is a Soul Chase tournament, right? That's going to have prism crystals. And then the Dungeon Divers, which would be under events. So Dungeon Divers will have prism crystals, as you can clearly see here. The reason I'm upset is, one, I liked being able to do Sand Devil and have more incentive to do it. Now, I'm still going to do Sand Devil because it's the best way to get Immortal Soulstones in this game, so I'm going to do it. But I always liked having that ability to pull extra prism shards, right? We also have 3 events, which leads me to believe that one event will probably be 30 prism crystals, and the other 2 events will probably be 15. I have no way of knowing for sure. I could be wrong. We could get 3 chances at a summon rush pull, or not summon rush, sorry, summon pool, right? Pulls. Summon pool pulls. I can't say that very well. We might get 3 opportunities, which would be great. Then I would be happy. But I'm not confident that that's what they're going to do. And also, the epic only stipulation for Clan Boss, or per Ice Golem, man, I'm out of it today, is not... I don't know how I feel about this. If you were looking at my roster of my epics and who I would use, I suppose I'd be okay. I could probably use, like, Geo, Taragi, Ursula, Seer, and maybe Venomage would be enough. That might be a decent epic team there. We get the survivability I want. I could even bring Anchorite, which might be a good idea. Just to for that little cleanse that he brings. Or I could finally just go ahead and level up Mithrala, who would be great there. But that's what I'm... Oh, wait, sorry. Mithrala's not an epic. Yeah. Dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. I would bring... Yeah, Anchorite I could bring then as a potential option. So I have options, I suppose. I'm just not thrilled about what those options are for this particular event. I'm also not happy that they moved the prism crystals. So I'm pretty disappointed in that. And I kind of wanted to share that because I think that they're not... I get that they're trying to make cool, fun events and make epics fun and do this fun stuff with epics, and I support that, but at the same time, um, I've gotten into a rhythm, and I've been looking forward to doing Sand Devil because I haven't done it in a little bit. And I love doing Sand Devil, especially on my main account because it's so easy now. On this one, it's easier, and I'm able to do it at a higher level. And I would love to actually try and build that team better to kind of improve my Godseeker and my Newt team and try to get them working better, possibly giving me an opportunity to try and get regen gear on my Godseeker, right? Like, you know, is that a possibility? Could I do that? You know, what do I have? What would I want? I would want an HP or a defense chest, and in regeneration, which I don't have any, right? So I would have to do some work, of course, but um yeah, it's just I'm pretty disappointed, and I wanted to share that with you guys truly because I it's it needs to be expressed. I feel like that they're taking away something that I really enjoyed and are kind of just tossing it aside. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a one-off. Maybe they fix it in the future, but I was pretty disappointed to see that, and I wanted to make a video to share that with you and also share with you guys what's been going on with me. The other thing to talk about, I don't have a reference for it, but I believe starting tomorrow, there'll be a double legendary event. This is also known as 1+1, where you basically have your normal chances to pull, but you get, if you hit a legendary, you pull two. Now, my Mercy right now, that Mercy looks good on the main account, but I don't think that's the correct Mercy on the main account because that doesn't take into consideration all the shards that I pulled for Kymar. And I can't remember. I think I pulled a bunch of shards for Kymar, right? And I think I hit, but I didn't get Kymar, right? I think I hit. Oh, that's right. No, Wixwell was on Sacreds. I think I pulled somebody that boosted my uh Faction Guardians. Was it a second copy of Timid? Oh no, I think I got like I think I hit twice, and one of them was Samar, and one of them was Grohawk the Bloodied. So I think my Mercy is really, really poor on the main account. So, and I only have 49 shards anyway, so I won't be going for that one on the main account. On the free-to-play account, I know my Mercy is poor because that one is accurately tracked, I believe. And I didn't hit anything beyond Suzerain would be the last legendary that I pulled from Ancients. And that sounds about right, because I think these were off of Sacreds. These were off of Voids, and then everybody else I've had for a while. So that's why I have 107 Ancient Shards, because I haven't pulled Ancient Shards in a very long time. So I think I'm going to save the Ancient Shards. And because I have so many Sacreds, I think I will spend the Ancients during the 2X event that's coming up. I don't know what kind of other incentives they're going to offer. So there should be a 2X this weekend, by the way. It's not currently announced, as we can see here, but there should be. If they do a 2X, they might do another type of incentive, whether it's a champion chase tournament or maybe a 10X on somebody that like they've done in the past. So we'll see. I'll probably save my Ancients and pull them during the 2X event instead of doing it during the double legendary. Just because I don't think my Mercy's in a good spot right now. Like, it's only showing 1 into Mercy for legendaries. And I think that's probably accurate, because I can't think of any time that I've pulled Ancient Shards recently outside of the last time, which was during a double legendary. And that's when I think I got Newt and Suzerain at the same time. So we're going to hold off and wait till the 2X to pull. If you want me to pull your shards, let me know. You can comment on this video or message me in Discord, and I'll get that out there. So I'm probably gonna put this out as just one of the numerical free-to-play episodes. There's a lot more valuable information in this one than in my other free-to-play updates, but quite frankly, there is no other update on the main account other than the fact that I did progress all the way to stage 25 of Fire Knight. But when I did hard, I'm not fast enough and I'm getting hit too hard. So I need to figure out a different team, perhaps a different mechanism to be able to pull off Fire Knight hard. I've got some tinkering to do with that. I also have some champions that I could level, but the main thing is that I really don't want to build Kreela, and that's kind of the problem, because I think I just have a suspicion that Kreela is going to be instantly replaced. By the way, thinking of this Kreela comment actually brings me back to what I forgot to mention about another benefit of the 2X event over the double legendary. I will get more epics during the 2X event. If I pulled tomorrow with my Ancients for the double legendary, I only have an 8% chance at an epic. If I pull during the 2X, I have a 16% chance at epics, which is much higher. And why is that so good? Why are epics so good? Well, A, we have epic empowerment. B, and what I think is probably the more important factor, is Lady Mikage. I need Ilsinia, Enda Moonbeam, and Lady Quillen. Those are the only requirements I still have to fuse Lady Mikage. Now, there is a chance that I could pull Kreela in the summon pool. Or Kira, sorry. So there is a possibility that then I don't even need one of the epics that I have. So then I don't even need Ilsinia. But I would rather pull epics right now than legendaries, because if I can fuse Lady Mikage, guess what that gives me? Oh, look, a really, really good ally attack who has a really, really high base speed. If we look at her when she's level 60, yep, 115 base speed. Working with that, I can make a very, very fast champion. Then she brings everything I need on the account, right? We've got buff duration decreasing, buff increasing, which she could then go into the Wixwell team, right, and be a viable option. She also has a pretty high base HP, so I could put her in the shield set. as well. She also brings a lot of buffs with her ally attack. And then in her second mode, which is still really good everywhere, but also really, I like this in PvP and for wave clear, we get stunning, we get buff removal, increasing accuracy. We also get sleep on an A1 and turn meter decrease on that, which is very valuable. So this champion in particular solves so many of my needs on this account. And I would be very, very excited to finally get Lady Mikage. So that's why I feel like I'm better off pulling during the 2x to get those epics, because there's a better chance, there's a 16% chance that I get an epic, and one of those epics could potentially be the ones that I need between Enda, Lady Quillen, and Ilsinia. So that's the plan. And there may not be a 2x, like they could change it all around, but I'm expecting a 2x this weekend. So that's everything. Thank you guys for being very patient with me. I'm not quitting Raid. I'm not stopping making content. I'm just took a short break over the weekend. I'm back on it. Look forward to making a video for you guys tomorrow. If people do reach out for me to open up Shards, it'll be tomorrow night at probably 10 p.m. Eastern time. I'll open up Shards for people. I did open up Shards for people recently on stream, and I recorded it. I just didn't put the recordings out, mostly. I don't know. Those videos don't do as well as my shard pulls do, and also I feel, I don't know. Do you guys want to watch that? If you guys want to watch that type of content, let me know in the comments, and I will release those videos for you guys to see. But anyways, thank you all for watching. If you would like to support my channel, the best way to do so is to click that subscribe button and like this video. That does get more traction on the video, gets more of my content out there as well. So I would appreciate any support you are willing to give. And I look forward to the next video, and I will see you there. Bye, guys.